Good morning, children. Now, let us start with the science class. So, children, when you just go around, you see different types of plants, animals, birds, isn't it? No? And when you see birds also, do you feel they are all similar? Do they look same? No, isn't it? Now, for example, if you just see a crow, a hen, a duck, these are all common birds, isn't it? And sparrow. Sparrow now very rare it is, but still you can see those birds, isn't it? Are they same? No. So they are different in their what sizes, their color, isn't it? And what is it? The feather arrangement. All this there is a difference. You can see that, isn't it? So let us see about the chapter 3, birds, beaks and claws. Beaks means you know what you call it as cuckoo, and claws means the nails. Okay, so that is what we call it as claws. See, here you see, this is claw. Can you see this? This is a sparrow. See this. This is a claw, and this is a beak. Okay, so you can see that from see this bird to this bird. This is sparrow. This is pigeon. There is a difference in the size, color of the feathers, isn't it? And the way they are, isn't it? There is difference in that, and the beaks also will be different. You can see that. See, this beak is hooked. Both the beaks are hook like. Okay, like this hook. And here see woodpecker. It is sharp, straight, long and sharp. It is woodpecker. See, because it makes holes on the tree. Then you see the duck. How it is? How it will be? This goose. How it will be? It is flat and it is long also. It is long. Okay. So like this, you see different birds with different beaks and claws. So let me show this first, and then after I'll show you some pictures. Birds, beaks and claws. Like other living organisms, birds too need food. Isn't it? Every living organisms, everybody, plants, animals, birds, human beings, everybody, because they have to live, they require food. Some birds like to eat grains, fruits and seeds, while others eat the flesh of animals. So in the birds also you see, there are birds which eat only the vegetables, like what you can call it as some grains, like cereals, pulses and all that. Okay? And then even the leaves and then roots, all these things birds will eat. So what is said here? They eat grains, rice, ragi, wheat and all those, they are called as the grains, fruits, varieties of fruits, seeds. Okay? Seeds of the fruits also they eat, seeds. And while others eat the flesh of animals, there are birds which eat the flesh of other animals, meat of other animals. Like this, birds are of different types in their food habits. Birds use their beaks and claws to hold, catch and eat food. So what for these birds are using their beaks? Their beaks are sometimes used to hold the things. Okay, hold, catch and eat food. Not only beak, they are using the claws also. Claws, the fingers, the nails of the birds. What for they are using? The beak as well as these claws are used for holding, catching and eating food. Clear? You would have seen this parrot and all if you have observed how nicely they hold with the claws and they eat the food. Sometimes directly they eat from the beak itself with the help of the beak. Let us learn about their beaks and claws. Beaks serve as the mouth for birds. Beaks are the mouth for birds. Birds have no teeth to break the food. So they don't have teeth. Now human beings we have teeth to break the things, isn't it? But here birds do not have teeth to break things, to break the grains or seeds or fruits, whatever it is. So what they do, they use the beak itself to cut or to break it. So they use their beak to catch and eat the food. So they are helping, their beaks are helping them to catch and eat the food. Different birds eat different types of food. So different birds. There are varieties of birds. I'll show you some pictures. Varieties of birds, and they all have different types of food habits. So their beaks are of different shapes and sizes. So based on the food habits, what happens? The shape of the beak also differs. It will not be the same. From one bird to other bird, the beak will not be the same. Beaks also protect birds from their enemies. So beaks are helping them to protect themselves from enemies. Means if somebody comes to attack, what they do? With the beak, they will just go on pecking. So what will happen? The other enemies will run away. Okay. So beaks also protect birds from their enemies. They just go on pecking with the beaks. Some birds have colorful beaks. Some are very colorful. The beak itself is very, very colorful. Now, for example, parrot, if I tell you, the body of parrot is, the feathers are green in color. But what about the beak? Red in color, isn't it? Have you observed? It is red in color. So, like that, there are different colored beaks in different birds. Now, types of beaks. Short and hard beaks. See, this is short. Can you see? Small beak it is. Short and but very hard it is. The beak, if you touch, it is very, very hard. So, you can see this. Okay, short and hard beaks. Birds like sparrows, pigeons, peacocks and robins eat nuts and seeds. What do they eat? They eat nuts and seeds. Nuts and seeds both are hard, isn't it? So, to break that, what is required? They require a very hard beak. The beak also should be harder than the grains what they eat. So, the nuts what they eat. So, here birds like sparrows, pigeons, peacocks and robins eat nuts and seeds. They have strong, short and hard beaks. How the beaks are? They are strong, very strong. These beaks are very strong. Short, not very long. They are very short. And hard. The beaks are very hard. Why? Because they have to cut open nuts and seeds. Such a beak helps them to crack and crush hard nuts and grains. So what happens? With the beak only they will cut it. They will crack it first. They will just press. When they press, what happens? It will be opened. The shell of the nuts will get opened. Shell of the nuts are very hard, isn't it? So the shell will be cracked and it will open, and inside what will be there? The seeds will be there or nuts will be there, that is eaten by these birds. Okay. So here such a beak helps them to crack and crush hard nuts and grains. So that is how they eat their food. Like this, birds which are sparrows, pigeons, peacocks and robins. So how are the beaks there? Short and hard. Short and hard. You should keep this in your mind. Next, sharp, strong and hooked beaks. Sharp it is. That hooks will be very sharp. Okay. Like pins, pins head how it is. So like that it will be. Sharp, strong and hooked beaks. Vultures, eagles and owls. So this is eagle. And this is an owl. Okay. So eagle and owl. Vulture they are not given. I will show you that pictures afterwards. So vultures, eagles and owls are called birds of prey, as they eat small animals such as frogs, snakes, mice, etc. So what do they eat? These we call as birds of prey. Why do we call them birds of prey? Because they eat the flesh of other animals. They depend on flesh of other animals. Flesh of other animals, right? Understand that. So meat of animals. Small animals they catch and directly eat. Here what happened? They were eating seeds, grains, nuts, isn't it? But here it is not that. They are directly eating the animals itself. Okay. So they are called as birds of prey. Understand this. Why are they called birds of prey? In given reason they may ask. Because they eat or they depend upon the flesh of other animals. They are called birds of prey. As they eat small animals such as frogs. Frog is kape. Snakes. Small snakes. How? Mice means ili. Okay, rats. Mice is rat or ili. So these animals they eat. That is why they are called as birds of prey. They have strong, sharp and hooked beaks to tear the flesh of small animals. Hooked beaks. Can you see the hook here? See like this. It is bent. Can you see here? So they have the hooked beaks. How it is? It is strong, very strong. The beaks are very strong, sharp and hooked. Okay. So that they will eat the flesh of other animals. Now coming to the next one. Strong and chisel shaped birds. Beaks. Strong and chisel shaped. Chisel means what? Like udi what you call So hard it will be. Then to cut the wood and all they use like that this one. Strong and chisel shaped beaks. Can you see here? This is an woodpecker. It is, what is it making? It is making hole in the tree, and when it opens the bark means the outer part of the skin part of this tree, we call it as bark. So when it goes on opening like that, what happens? The bark will open, and inside the bark there will be small insects. Okay, ants and other insects will be there. That will be the food for this. Okay, so here what happened? Strong and chisel shaped beaks. Woodpeckers have sharp, strong and chisel shaped beaks. Their beaks help them to make holes in the tree trunks and pull out insects and worms. So with that, what they do? They go on pecking, and what happens? It becomes a hole. And that bark part and all, what happens? It will open. So inside what will be there? Worms will be there, insects will be there. So they eat that worms and insects. So that is about the strong and chisel shaped beaks, especially here example woodpecker. Coming to this one, long and pointed beaks. Long as well as pointed, like pins, it is pointed, long also. Birds like hummingbird. The smallest bird is called as the hummingbird. Birds like hummingbird and sunbird have long, tube-like, pointed beaks. These help them to suck nectar from flowers. So what do? Especially the hummingbird, and this is hummingbird, this is sunbird. So what do they have? They have got long and pointed beaks. Long, it is long. Why they should be long? See, there will be flowers of different types and different shapes, isn't it? But where will be the nectar? Nectar will be at the bottom of the flower. It will be at the bottom. So what happened? This beak has to reach to the bottom of the flower, isn't it? Why? Because there is nectar, the presence of nectar. Nectar means honey-like structure which is present in the flower. Honey-like, sweet juice. It is like sweet juice. Okay, so that nectar will be present in the flower. So to reach that bottom of the flower, what happens? Their beak should be sharp as well as that is long. It should be long. Okay, so long and pointed beaks. With that, what happens? They can reach to the bottom of the flower and suck the nectar. Nectar means, I told you, it is like a sweet juice. We call it as like honey-like. Okay. Coming to the next one is broad and flat beaks. So it will be broad and flat also. So broad and flat beaks. Water birds like ducks and geese. So this is geese. Ducks and geese have broad and flat beaks with holes on either side. So there will be holes on both the sides. There will be holes. Why? Because once they take in water, because they are found in water, isn't it? Then most of the time they will be spending their time in water. They can even walk on the land, but most of the time they will be in water. So what happens? They will just open their beaks, and that time the water gets in. When the water gets in, there will be small fish and other worms and all those things will get into their beak, and from the holes on the sides, the water will come out. Okay, what will be taken in? The food will be taken in. Whatever the worms or whatever they get, they will be taking that. They will be keeping it in the beak, and then they will be swallowing that. Okay, so for that purpose, there is broad and flat beaks. So water birds like ducks and geese have broad and flat beaks with holes on either side. So let me show some pictures here. Now look here. So these are the birds. Myna, doe, crow, parrot, pigeon, rooster, then hen. Rooster is nothing but cock, hen, sparrow, this crossbill, bulbul. Can you see all these different types of birds here? Okay, weaver bird. See how it constructs its nest. See this bird. It is constructing, this is a nest. It is constructing its house. Okay. So here you see hoopoe. Then here weaver bird. This is weaver bird. So wagtail, mako, garnet, seagull or oriole. Then hornbill. See hornbill, how it is the shape of the beak, you see. And it looks like horn here, isn't it? So because the beak is like this and like a horn it is on the head, it is called as hornbill. So you see the different shapes of beaks here. Can you see? See here it is long. Kingfisher, you see. Like how it is here, isn't it? Long and pointed beak. See. This is normally, they just dive, collect the fish in their mouth and come out. So kingfisher. So like this you see different types of birds here. Pheasant. Then toucan. See toucan's beak, you see how it is. It's very big, isn't it? So these are some of the birds. And here you can see, these are suppo birds. Okay. So here, yeah, you see ostrich, partridge, peahen. Peahen means it's like peacock only. Cock will be male and hen will be female. Okay. So you can see that. Then emu, rhea, then mustard. So you can see here kiwi, turkey. See, look at the turkey how it is. Okay. Then bat. So here vulture. Vulture. That's what I said. Now I'll show you. I said. See that. Sharp, strong and hooked beaks. Vulture, eagle. So eagle and owl is a. This is a vulture. Haddu, what you call. That is Garuda. This is Haddu. Okay. So you see children. See here goose. Here duck. So you can see the difference here. So like this you see different. How look at this ibis. Look at the beak. Very long also okay. And look at this pelican. Pelican also long. And there will be a skin covering outside. It will be like this. Okay. So this is how it looks different. Spoonbill. See here. Flat and what is it? Broad and flat beaks. Got it? So these are some of the birds. Beaks and claws also you can see that. You see the legs. See here how it is. The nail you see very sharp, isn't it? Hawk, eagle also you see very sharp. Owl also very sharp. You can see that. And this is webbed feet. Especially the water birds will have webbed feet. Means there will be web-like, net-like structure. Okay. Yes. Then there are some more birds here. You can see here. Okay. Atlantic puffin. See this? This is one type. Then snowy owl. Yes, you see here. It is barn owl. Andean condor. See, peregrine. Ragiana bird of paradise. Bird of paradise. Barn swallow. So white-fronted bee eater. See the beak. You should observe the beak of that. And claws. You can see that. Great crested grebe. See? See the big water bird. So you see here, harpy eagle, village beaver you can see, golden pheasant, Arctic tern, especially in the snowy areas. See African fish eagle, great grey shrike. Then song thrush, tawny frogmouth. So it is not frog, it is a bird, but looks like frog. Then crowned crane, and here red kite. Crowned crane, and here you can see smew and northern mockingbird. Like this, there are varieties of birds. So I'll stop it here. We'll continue in the next class. Thank you.